So, I've put like 6 starters on this bitch. All different looking ones for small block Chevy. Changed the fucking flex plate flywheel bullshit. Even though this one looked crooked in there, it's pretty straight out here. A couple of teeth are chipped, but still was just like not engaging. When I look in there, the fucking gear doesn't get close to it enough. So now, also the transmission and engine might have been mated from an older to newer kind. I remember when I put the motor on that yellow truck like a few years ago. The motor's from an 80s truck, so when we first put it together, the flex plate from the older one wouldn't jive, so we had to go back and take it off the other engine and put the old one in on the new. Anyway, so the owner of the car brought like these 3 other ones. They're all different. Let's see what the fuck the deal is. And again, like, I ran all of them with like, the kit comes with like 4 shims, so I ran them with all the 4 shims and like 6 shims and like no shims, and it still doesn't get close enough. So the shims are to get it far away, even though it's a compound curve, and you know, if you put a bunch of shims, it gets close again. But still. So we'll try this. Hopefully, see what happens. She's gonna run. Well, electric fuel pump's pumping, and I put a gallo and shit like that, but I think that carburetor's fucked because it's spraying really fucking obnoxiously. But here we go. I'm scared though because that starter started sounding like, because that gear on it barely even reaches, so I really want to tire out that starter, so I'm gonna just change the carburetor. I'm gonna change the carburetor to a new one I have right there, because I for a fact know this Weber's shit. Yes, sir. So I'm trying to prime the electric pump and also get rid of all this old fuel. The electric pump's running good. Just that all that fuel smells like pinche rotten cat piss or some shit. I'm saying it's old ass fuel, like from 2018 or whenever the fuck this car was running. I'm just saying because the last sticker is like 2018, but yeah, I'm sure this guy's no good. Try to get rid most of it and then put fresh fuel. And I took off the carburetor. That one's fucking rusted shut. I was trying to move it so I can free it. But I'm just gonna put a new one I have there and then get it running with that, because I want to be struggling. I don't want to have 2 struggles. I'm saying I'm already fucking with the starter. That random part number I put just worked, so I was like, yeah. I had to go get these other fucking handlebars and the actual racer pads. I was lucky this guy had this shit. It'd be like fucking $300 for all this shit. So I ended up getting a replacement vessel, a chrome one, and it's heavy duty. You can just feel the weight difference. And then I'm fishing in all these fucking wires and all the sensors through this fucking offset. And I'm using this welding MIG wire to fish them through. I'm like halfway there. This shit from Harley's made like of cast aluminum. It's all wonky. And this one's steel. Hopefully it's better. And now, wiring. I gotta extend them like 5 inches, do a little bit more, so I can run the apes. You know what's not fun? Extending all these fucking wires. But she looks sexy. I still gotta wire the signal lights, but I'm gonna use these. I feel like something crazy always happens when my bike wants a makeover. But there she is. Now I'm looking for some bags. Still gotta fuck with the wires for the signal lights. I didn't run the wires for the signal lights through the fucking handlebars because I want to run the signal lights on the fairing. But they do clear through up here, so I don't know. They're still loose. I don't know about it still. Maybe. This is just tape so I wouldn't fuck up the wiring. I'm just really happy I was able to get this vessel for a little computer. For a fucking lot. So put a little fucking new filter, drain the pump, the fucking tank. Hopefully the pump keeps pumping. It is something pretty rackety. I don't have a lot of hopes for it, but here's a new carburetor. Just for my fucking sake of peace of mind and shit. Cause I got it started yesterday with that Edelbrock or whatever, but that shit's all corroded inside, and carburetors don't survive to modern ethanol levels of gasoline. So if you let them sitting with gas in them, they're probably not even rebuildable because just all the fucking surfaces and shits, they're not true. Most of the time people just fuck with them already and try to adjust them and then sink the screw. So anyway, I was just pop one of these holes in there and bam, hopefully, fingers crossed. I call this fool Abelardo. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Anyway, so this fool has a fucking power steering pump return line leak. I already fucking took the return line off. Currently here. And try to pop other one in there and shit. On that son, she's running nice and everything right now. I'm gonna change the carburetor on a little bit and continue with the wiring shaving, I guess. I did want to delete this fucking vacuum canister, because they plugged it in, but this is only gonna give you vacuum leaks and it doesn't really need it anymore. The little strap on it looks cool or whatever, but I think you should put the fucking, well, it has it there, the reservoir for the radiator. Anyway, that shit's plugged in, and I don't think really want to run emissions on this Chevy. So yeah, it'll look way cleaner with all that shit. It's just a vacuum leaks waiting to happen. I don't even know why they would run the emissions back to. So I've been here just starting this shit. It runs now. I was setting timing, but then you have to crank it, you know. And then eventually it didn't crank anymore. Ran off fucking starter, starting to sound culero again, like fucking. It's not engaging the gear for some fucking reason. And it works good for the first few cranks, and then it don't. And then it don't. The transmission mounts flush. The fucking flex plates under fucking flush. I changed 2 different flex plates. Like 7 starters. With and without all the shims, every single starter. Running. I gotta connect the fuel pump steady on it, but I think I got the starter figured out. It's the third one this morning with 2 shims. Looks like it's working good. Fuck you, Cadillac. I'm just playing. Don't start with your shit either. But man, this bitch been taking a while, but I think we're golden. We gotta fuck with the choke settings so it doesn't fucking get all hyped up when we turn it on and shit. But yeah, it's fucking. Aprende shota, jala shell motorcillo. That's a little bit of blow by this motor, but not too bad. This choke shit I gotta fuck with. You see how it idles on mine? I just gotta fuck with that setting over there on that side. I'll do that right now already. So on these old school 2 barrels, it actually has a heated choke that you can run to a manifold, and then also an electric choke that you can run off a 12-volt source. And then this fucking screw that's hidden down there, I just fuck with it, is the choke adjustment. And then the tighter it is, the more the fucking bottom butterflies are gonna be open when you set it to choke like this. When this is close, you're setting it to choke. And you set it to choke by fully depressing the throttle once. This carburetors are like super simple and they work really good. So what you do is you fucking loosen it all the way and then give it like 1 1/4 turn or 1 1/, you know, just, you can look in there and look. I think I just gave like 1 1/4 and it barely opens them, and hopefully it's idling chill there, and that's gonna be the choke setting. But in case you wanted to know, I still gotta fucking plumb the choke. She rolling. I still gotta give it like some adjustment on that choke shit, but yeah. I'm gonna set the idle right on 2 when it warms up. I'm gonna set it so it idles a little bit lower. thing I found out through the process of trying to start this hoe is that the starter switch is fucked and it has intermittent power to accessory or ignition. So it'd be fucking around. And also it stays stuck in crank. That already happened twice where you crank it and it stays cranking. So fuck that switch. I think we should run an auxiliary switch on the bottom from those, like a hot rod switch. Because I don't even know if they sell the switch for this thing or we're gonna break into the dashboard like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put a bottom switch in the bottom, like in my rat rod, and that's it. But now she's running like that. Doesn't really smoke. Hasn't heated up or anything. I've been running like for 5 minutes. Put all the coolant, oils, and everything's good. So just see how she acts. And that motherfucker is baby. Anyway, now I gotta set up the charging system and shit. And that switch gotta fuck with. But I wanna clean this dead cat out of here first, so I don't like die or some shit. I'm gonna put all those parts in the trunk or whatever. All that shit's just gonna put it outside. But yeah. Now I gotta do that charging system shit and then see if it fucking shifts. And to probably adjust that shifting lever thing once it's on the floor. All in time. I don't. Hello guys. Turn fucking key. Now I gotta finish the wiring, clean the dead cat, and see if it runs on the road. Oh, and then I gotta fuck with the brakes, see what the dildo is. For sure I gotta put that drum I took off the back that was locked up. I gotta put that bitch back on there. This bitch is gross. I found like 2 dead animals and shit. But she'll clean up pretty decently. For 65 anyway. Put a fucking saddle blanket and shit. And she's jalape on the seat. Anyway. Just wanna get rid of all the like hair and shit from the dead animal or whatever. I'll put some like disinfectant on this house, so I just start wiring, you know what I'm saying? There was some time to get into the dead cat detail up in this hole, but better safe than sorry. Well, the car's turnkey, it's charging, it's all wired. And then it had no brake fluid, so I put brake fluid, and then literally, obviously, naturally, to be expected, it's fucking throwing fluid from everywhere. So the master cylinder's bad, the brake booster's bad, and then all the brake lines are rusted. As soon as I put a little bit of pressure, cause I started pumping it, I'm like, if it's leaking a little bit from here, we can still like make it work or whatever, you know. Then while you get them, fuck no. You see this over here? It's all full of brake fluid everywhere. The fucking steel lines are rusted through. So for sure it's gonna need lines front to rear, but that's just another job. That's probably as expensive as changing the motor. So yeah. From here, I wonder if we would throw in the brackets. Sí, que si me las vende ese vato Rocco, que si me va a dar las brackets y todo el pedo.
Como el día del chop.
How much? It's 4 inches extended, ¿verdad?
I think so, ¿no? Ahí está el 1, 2.
Okay, I got exactly the 4 inches así para que no tope el pinche fender.
Y ahí queda, ¿verdad? Ya.
Y no, ahora está una 21 a la verga, no. These are the newborns. ¿Cómo estás? Are you okay? This one looks a little tired. I'm gonna have to probably give it some fucking like Pedialyte and shit. This is the other one. This one looks all lively. Oh no, ya se paró. She's up. Oh, this one has blue eyes. No me muerdas, güey. No le va a hacer nada. You okay? Stella's really friendly with me, but she kind of like low-key be like, hey, leave my babies, motherfucker. ¿Tú qué, güey? Why are you stomping your feet at me? Yeah, for sure. Right now I'm gonna have five little babies up for sale. This fool likes me. So, no te asustes, güey.